In this video, I'm going to talk through the 3 things every government contractor needs to know if you're submitting an incurred cost submission this year. Let's dive in. The first thing on the list is there's actually a new contractor submission portal. The new CSP is part of a memorandum that DCAA released in September of 2020, and this contractor submission portal allows you to submit your ICS, once it's prepared, into DCAA. Now, a couple things you need to know. One, it's not mandatory to have this new submission portal utilized by everyone. The second thing is it really didn't explain whether or not administrative contracting officer will be included in that correspondence. So I would probably still submit it into the ACO just to make sure they're aware that you submitted it and when you submitted it. A couple things that this new submission portal is going to allow you to do is to, one, you'll be able to submit a new file, but if you have any updates, you'll be able to go into this portal, update it, and then if you want to withdraw a submission, you can do that. There's also going to be a chain of automated emails that will dictate, hey, your field audit office, your FAO from DCA will be notified when it's prepared and when it's submitted. The second thing is let's show you where it's at. So if you guys actually go out to DCAA.mil, you go under customers, checklists and tools, under the ICE model, you'll see that here towards the bottom, they have this new contractor submission portal, the CSP. Second thing that you need to know is the PPP loan forgiveness. So we're seeing a lot of contractors have questions about, we read the guidance from the Defense Cost and Pricing Q&A where they dictated if you got the PPP loan and you're doing cost reimbursable contracts, if the PPP loan is forgiven, you have to issue it back as a credit and refund in accordance with FAR Part 31.201-5. So that is true, and that still stands true, and DCA released some guidance in January, February of 2021 on how they were going to handle that. So when it comes to your incurred cost submission, this is what you need to be mindful of. You are only going to report your forgiveness of the loan and the associated expenses that were forgiven if you receive notification that your loan was forgiven in 2020. So a lot of contractors right now creeping up on the June 30th deadline for incurred cost submissions. If we didn't receive the forgiveness notification in 2020, then that's not when we're going to report it. This is a little different than what the IRS is requiring and GAAP is requiring. So it's kind of different that DCA took this approach. You have to report it in the year in which it's forgiven. So how do you do that, you may be asking? I'm going to pull up real quick, toggle over to the ICE demo that's posted out on DCA.mil's website. And if we open up the ICE demo, you can see real quickly, if you're in Schedule B, and you had wages, maybe Stinky Susie and accounting, maybe some of her PPP loan amount was forgiven. There you would post it in the adjustments column under the G&A salaries and wages. Now, if you go to Schedule D, you can see where rent, that was one of the common, allowable non-payroll PPP loan items. This is where you would post that adjustment as well to get those costs in there. The third thing on the list is really the CARES Act, how to report that in the ICS. If you took advantage of the CARES Act to maintain a ready state, that was contract by contract specific. So again, how would you report that in your actual incurred cost submission? You'll hop into the same demo, and ultimately you'll see if we toggle over to the right, we'll get to Schedule H, and here in orange you'll see that I've highlighted the labor costs. That would be where you would report any idle state costs that you incurred for payroll dollars on that given contract. Again, it's contract by contract. This is where you report it, and then you'd be able to true it up on Schedule I compared to your cumulative billing. So these are the top 3 things. Again, if you found this video to be helpful, please like and subscribe. We're going to start posting videos every Monday at noon. Feel free to comment below if you have any additional questions. Happy to answer those. Cheers.